Roethlisberger standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Surveys. What a catch.
It's just not done enough, I think, in the league anymore. Everybody's so careful. But look what can happen. You can have the perfect throw, the perfect catch, and a big play.
The Seahawks take it from the 23. Lynch is able to read that play and make the hit.
Against what? What?
He has to be frustrated by that play.
Oh, no.
Right play,
I mean, not that I know of, but I frown upon it. I do.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Ravens ready to get this drive started. The last time they had it, Phil, it was a touchdown, and they got all the way to the end zone, mainly through the air.
Yeah, they did it through the air. They got good protection.
Quick hiking is deadly because, like me, I'm a user. I pick a play, and then I adjust so much to that play that it almost looks like a different play. But Madden doesn't have a set play that I like. You know, I mean, the way that their plays are built. I like the cover 3, but I like putting my blues and purples, or I like blitzing them. So it's like, you like being exotic with it. Yeah, I don't like the bland, like, it gives you the option, so why not anyway?
Defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Gets it out for the completion.
Oh, Peppers is just tearing them up right here.
Nice job that time by the tight end, makes the catch, and you got to look out for
screen
him now in
again.
the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
First and 10.
I don't like the. There it is. There we go, Green. Oh, Green's just an animal. That wasn't me.
A foot race to the end zone. Take it home for the touchdown. Bill, everything is going
Sometimes the players just got to make the plays.
In the first quarter,
sometimes you just have to good enough.
Huh? He's thinking, hey, can we get this game over with and can I get out of here? He can't believe it after a full week of
I noticed that, and I hate it so much because I was bitching earlier when I didn't have the players, and the dude even messaged me in the group chat because the league's like 2 years advanced, and I was the Chargers. And it was a dismantled team, like they're just a bunch of bums. And he's the Panthers. And it was just like, I played a good game up until I couldn't no more. And I didn't have no quarterback. I couldn't use Phillip Rivers. I had Derek Anderson. And I had just bad pieces everywhere across the board.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
And he even messaged me. He was like, hey, man, you can only do so much. Good game, though. And he wasn't saying it in like a trash-talking sense. He was saying it in like, I see what you were trying to do.
The Seahawks take it from the 38. Here's the long throw by Roethlisberger.
Oh, they dropped it. Donald Rodgers. So, you know what I mean, though. But, you know, he was just complimenting me and just saying, like, you know, don't be too stressed out. You'll get the team to where you want it to be eventually. And I was realizing, like, you're right. Because once I do get the team to where I want it to be.
Through the whole football team, that's why they're so good.
They bring him to the turf. That's another reception, giving him 2.
I like your team the way they are. I think they're winnable. You can win with that team. I don't think.
Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
No.
First down at the 16. And that'll close the gap. This team needed that touchdown after really being dominated in the early going, and now they've got to have their confidence back, Phil.
Late in the first quarter, this game was as close to getting out of hand as you can have a game in the first quarter, but what a good job and way to turn around the momentum by getting that touchdown.
Peterson's going to test the coverage this time. And he's met head-on right there at the 20. And welcome back as we're about to get underway here in this one. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks go with the dime formation here on defense. They'll go ground. Tackle down the 22.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap.
I mean, that's just one of those things, though, you know. I hate it, and I hate realizing it too. It's hard to realize.
From the 22. And he takes off. From the Holly, brings the quarterback down.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
Loss of 4 on the play. Looking across the middle, finds his mark. Peppers tackled down at the 45. The Ravens have relied on very good play out of their tight end position so far. Peppers been a big target, and he's making some big plays.
How do you say it's a complete bust, and then you say you got one good guy out of it? I don't understand that. I mean, I can understand saying it wasn't a good draft because you only ended up with one good player.
So his chances of catching the football, they go up, and he's taking advantage of it. Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Peterson's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
At the 33.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 33. Slashes to the left side. It's now 2nd down and 7 after the 3-yard rush. Corners formation here for the defense. The Ravens now move the chains. Gains 13.
That time it was an easy completion for the quarterback on the play-action pass, and it fools the defense because look how aggressive the offensive line is. They sold the play to the defense, and the quarterback took advantage.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
Well, I think that's where you do a full scout, like so you know when you scout the attributes, like to say B throw power or B whatever, B zone coverage. That's where you learn his skill set. But when you look at the weight, like the 40 and the I think that they did that on purpose, where it's like you can either draft a super stud where he's good at the combine and he's got the abilities like B whatever. Or you can just take a chance and draft a guy who's athletic and build him up. You know what I mean? Or you can take a guy who doesn't have quite the ability, but he...
They'll go shotgun here. Gonna try and scramble now. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
Anytime the offense is near the goal line, you've got to be alert for the quarterback moving and trying to run with the football.
Wrong, Joe.
Nobody on the defense.
I want to correct you on this. And I didn't realize it until after the draft, or the second draft that I've done, because after that draft I did another one. When you correlate the guys and you look at them, just because you drafted a guy and it says, yes, he had the #1 40 time and all the safeties. No. Just because it says he has the #1 40 time, he can have the #1 40, the #1 shuttle, and the #1 cone drill. But if he's the #1 at safety and all his numbers are only 4.5 or 4.6, what's it mean when you run a 4.5 and a 4.6? Well, that's what one of your safeties had drafted. You drafted him. He ran a 4.56. Or
even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it.
I think with...
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. The Ravens with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. The reception by Daniels. Elo is there and makes the stop.
I just don't think the numbers actually correlated. I mean, we can't go back. I can't recap it with you because...
Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
Right. Right. But I remember you did take one of the guys who had like a 40, or he had the #1 safety thing, but it was like a 4.6, or he was like maybe not #1, but he was like top 5. Right.
Signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. And here we have 2nd down. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
We're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
On the money. And they break him down at the 36-yard line.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
It's on target to Martavis Bryant. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's 2nd down now.
Yeah.
We'll go no huddle.
Okay. Well, did you want to do a franchise right now, simulate to the draft, and then just draft ourselves right now? And
as Daniels can't hold on.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers.
you're just saying that 1% time.
It just results in an incompletion.
The Seahawks snap it at the 26. Takes the hit, throws. Suck up to attempt the field goal.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
The Seahawks are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. He'll try this one from 43.
Yeah. As much as I don't want to admit that, you're right. But
they always want to get something out of it, get some points. This time, the field goal kicker gets it done. He gives them 3.
Yeah, he was an animal. I think it's the tenacity, like the natural aggression and the want to win.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. We've reached halftime.
I mean, Antonio Brown is just he's taking in what, the 3rd round? #1 receiver right now. Third, I think. Number 1 receiver in the NFL right now, and has been for the past 2 years. I'd argue that, maybe 3. And maybe for more, but you're telling me he was taken in the 3rd round? That's ridiculous.
You know what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense, screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
And incomplete as Daniels can't hold on.
But no, like I said, if you want, we can both do a fake franchise right now. Scout guys at the end of the season, only at the end. You know, right before the draft or whatever. Yeah, right. And then do a draft and then compare players that we both got and see how the draft, you know, affects. It'd probably only take us like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't think it would take long. But it's up to you.
Nice job that time by the defense. Knowing the situation.
I'm sure you want to spend time with D and Eric, but
just
I'm not mad at you.
Come up and make the tackle before the first down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
Roethlisberger with the surge. Roethlisberger's tackled down after a gain of 2. The Ravens defense desperately wanted that stop, but now they'll have to stay on the field.
Sometimes you got to guess right on the defensive side, and that time the defense did not guess
the
right way. They're in the wrong defense.
I figured they'd be in bed by now, actually.
Corners formation here for the defense.
Okay.
Roethlisberger takes the snap from the gun. And intercepted.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just misjudge the talent on the other side. And what a play by the linebacker.